that stuff, man. Now they're saying Paul Mooney was homosexual and this and that and all types of shit. He was touching on Rich Pryor and all this and his son and shit. Like, goddamn.
Can't let them live, man. They don't want them to live, man. They don't want your legacy to be good, man. They don't want my legacy to be. They don't want none of us to survive after this. You know what I mean? They don't want us to have martyrs and hope and shit. Even as soon as Dr. King, you know what I'm saying, was even close to death, they was playing all type of, oh, he was a womanizer, sexist, and shit like that. You know what I mean? And he was promoting peace and shit. So anything they can do to get their hands on us and change the narrative to better suit their goals, they all for it. They shit on us and keep going.
Because when they people died, they people died with clean slates, clean sleep. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no type of asterisks around their name and shit like that when they died.
He was a father, a brother,
right,
a husband. He 14 tours of duty. He was a patriot, loved ones. He died robbing a convenience store, killing the clerk, and being shot to death by cops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
like, bro, like, prime example, bro, like, Hugh Hefner. You have never heard this man's name in any type of controversy.
Right.
But you gonna sit here and have me believe that as soon as this girl turns 18 years old, she woke up the next day. She 18 in one day. She 18 in one day. Oh, I wanna go and be with Hugh Hefner. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't believe shit like that, bro. She 18 in one day, and now she wanna enjoy the Playboy, you know what I'm saying, the Playboy bunny. She wanna be a Playboy bunny now. Like, bro, Hugh Hefner, half them females was 16, 15 years old, 17 years old.
He in that training.
But they ain't gonna say that shit, though.
No, he in that training them
right, you know
for
what I'm saying?
his own purpose.
Molding them, all types of shit. You know, these females came from these fucked up ass backgrounds and shit like he ain't doing no different than what a black man doing on the streets with a motherfucker. But since he's the white man, though,
it's okay.
Since he's the white man, though, they ain't gonna put that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, asterisk by his name, though. When he pass away, he gonna pass away with a clean slate.
They ain't gonna say he was a sex trafficker who invited celebrities over to his house to fornicate with his various so-called girlfriends. You know.
You heard what Bill Cosby said when his wife kicked him up. He spent 2 weeks over there. He said he didn't want to leave.
He don't want to leave. Got them balloons bouncing around in your face. You don't want to go nowhere. You home. You home.
But it's shit like that, bro. Like it's just crazy. To like, damn, like a motherfucker that's any other type of race and shit like that, they'll sit there and bash them. You know what I'm saying? Bash them so much that they come to an early death. Just like with what's his name? Dr. Dre. Y'all bashing him so much, he almost came to an early death and shit like that.
Right.
They bashed us so much, man, that we almost come to an early death. But the white man,
and that's another thing, like the D. Barnes thing with Dr. Dre. That shit happened when he was in his 20s. It's almost 25, 30 years later, and you still being victimized from that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, that's the fucked up shit. That's the only part I don't like about this shit. I'm definitely against any of that shit, anything that happened, you know what I'm saying? But it's like going to jail and getting out and can't get a job, a house, can't do none of this shit because the stigma of being in jail is all over you, you know what I mean? And you try to apply to do shit, but it's been 20 fucking years. How long do I have to pay for my crime? I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm just saying how long do I gotta pay for my crime?
I look at it like this though, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I was a person now it all depends on the nature of the crime and shit like that or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I feel like you know what I'm saying, people that be catching them certain cases and shit like that, they should yes, I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers should have the right to know who the fuck is living next door, who the fuck is living down
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like that. But it's a lot of shit. There's a lot of other crimes and shit like that, because pretty much everything is a crime. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other crimes out here that a motherfucker will sit there and, you know what I'm saying, they get caught up or do it, whatever the case may be, and they do their time, and in the eyes of the law, they're justifiable to be back in society. Why should that shit still fall on them as a burden? You know what I'm saying?
I feel that's what I'm talking about, man. You know, I did some time, you know what I'm saying? Not no hard time, but I did enough to where my background ain't great, you know what I'm saying? So I had to worry about this shit every time I, you know what I'm saying, try to apply for a job or anything. You know what I mean? They show up on your credit and shit sometimes, man. It's just crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that follow you forever, regardless of what you did. You know what I mean? And it ain't like, you know, I don't know him personally. I don't know what the fuck he doing. I ain't heard a lot of the recordings and shit. I don't think he's glorifying any of this shit. You know what I mean? But if you want to bring it up, bring it up. But he had it coming since he did bring up that dude's father. You know what I'm saying? He brought up Kwame Brown's father and the shit he did in the past. You know what I mean? So, hey, bring up the shit you doing in the past. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and that's fact. That's fact, man. That's how it should be.
Because
like,
if you didn't bring up that dude's father, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be talking about the shit that you did. You know, nobody be trying to find out, you know, what the fuck you did. Nobody care about that shit.
And what I like about what Kwame did, was he even pointing out the little shit that a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even peep out. Like in the first video, when you first talk about my daddy, you call him Willie. It's real now. Then in the next video, you call him Bill, because motherfuckers used to call him Wild Bill Willie. Like motherfuckers didn't point out that shit, but he was able to see that shit and point it out. Like, look, you still bullshitting within your same apology.
Yeah, he stomped him on that, man. He stomped his ass good on that shit. I don't know what to say about that, man. Kwame told the truth. Put this nigga out here, boosted his own self. Kwame Brown the bust.
Nah, man. Honestly, bro. Like, I fucks with what Kwame is doing and stuff like that, man. Cause he's definitely sitting here and you know what I'm saying, being factual about it and stuff like that, telling motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we live in a society and stuff like that where, you know, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's about, you know what I'm saying, who can push out more numbers, who can push out more viewers and shit like that. And if you got a cold ass lie and that lie can get you and generate you millions of views and hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit like that, run with that shit. Let's go. We all for it. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Versus a motherfucker telling the truth, and you know what I'm saying, you know how it is, man. We live in a world where motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit, man. Motherfuckers get to start speaking about truth and speaking about spirituality and stuff like that. This motherfucker out here, man, ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Who the fuck is this dude right here, man? Get your I believe, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here, man. We ain't trying to hear that.
I believe I can fly ass boy.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers turn a deaf ear to that shit. But we live in a world and a society though, and it's been like this for generation though, that, you know what I'm saying, sex, drugs, and violence, man, that's what sells. You know what I'm saying? Controversy is what sells. You know what I'm saying? If you made a video talking about a positive message, you know what I'm saying, you only gonna get 1 or 2 views. But if you come on this motherfucker hooting and hollering saying that you would kill this person, kill that person, piss on this nigga grave, piss on this motherfucking grave, fuck his bitch, fuck his bitch, you know what I mean? You come on here talking shit like that, motherfuckers gonna look at you like, oh my god, yeah, I gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Come on, man, that shit sells right there, bro.
That shit sound like a mom.
That shit definitely sells. And our people, you know what I'm saying, especially the black people, we been pimped on for so goddamn long and shit like that. Motherfuckers don't even know how to act and how to think and shit like that, because the first person that they see that's up there hooting and hollering and shit like that, just like they pastor and shit, that's the first motherfucker they gonna gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker right here ain't doing nothing but telling a whole bunch of false narratives and stuff like that, lying to the people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Telling all this hypocrisy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, man? Sending motherfuckers off and shit like that. But yet they'll sit there and listen to his ass versus the motherfucker that's really trying to tell motherfuckers like, look, this is the way that we gotta do this shit. This is the way that, you know what I'm saying, we gotta carry ourselves. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know everything, but in my eyes, though, this is the way that we gotta do this shit. And I just need you motherfuckers to come and fuck with me. Like, man, shut your ass up. What the fuck you talking about, man? You know, they got that motherfucking suit on and shit like that. You got your hands like this and shit like that, trying to act like an old proper ass nigga, man. We ain't listening to your ass, man. You sound stupid. Hey, that's how our people do it, bro.
It's Stacks.
That's exactly how our people do it.
It's Stacks. I got the messages, Stacks. I got the messages, Stacks. I saw the messages, Stacks. He gonna apologize, talk about come on your show, want to smoke. you think you a gangster? You think you a gangster?
For real, bro. And like what Kwame said, man. Look, I'm finna go on y'all motherfucking shows, man, and give y'all, you know what I'm saying, the hottest interview, the hottest video that you ever. Motherfuckers that had their motherfucking page, and they had this motherfucker for over a decade. I'm not finna give y'all #1 video, cause I know if I come on there, that's gonna be y'all #1 video. Y'all got millions of videos, been on this motherfucker for 10 plus years, a decade. I'm not finna give y'all #1 video for y'all to get all that goddamn revenue. Fuck y'all. Y'all talk y'all shit from over there, and I'm gonna talk my shit from over here. That's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it.
So you wouldn't go on First Take or Undisputed?
I was him?
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, would you go on Jalen and Jacoby since Jalen fucked with you? Jalen fucked with you. You said Jalen was cool. You gotta go on Jalen and Jacoby.
Not right now. Not right
Not
now.
right now.
You know why? You know why I say that?
Why?
Because even though you know what I'm saying, this is how I would feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me personally, I'm a motherfucker. I think so negative. This is just me talking. I ain't talking like I'm Kwame, but this is me talking.
Right.
I think so negative. I feel like the motherfucker that's against me, they're against me, and the motherfucker that's with me, I still feel like you're against me.
Still feel like that.
Let's wait 6 months to a year when everything done died down.
Nah, man. Why? You gotta do it while it's hot, though, man. That's how life works. It's called. It ain't called 15 for nothing.
If you really fuck with what I had to say 6 months ago, then motherfucker, you'll do this shit while I'm ready 6 months.
What I'm saying is, the 15 minutes of fame don't last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your 15 minutes while it's up.
That's true. But if you really fuck with my message and you really fuck with what I had to say,
that's what I'm saying.
Really, you know what I'm saying?
Get your message across on these platforms.
What me was really genuine, then you'll fuck with me 6 months to a year, 2 years, hell, 10 years, a decade from now, you'll still fuck with me.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I'ma fuck with you. I'ma fuck with you now. You got a good message. You say it's bigger than what we talking about here. I'm gonna put you on the platform where that shit can grow. You know what I mean? You think it is only gonna be beneficial for me, but it's gonna be beneficial for both of us.
Bro, you got me sound like
Soulja Boy. Drake, bro.
Bro, I'm trying to think on YouTube right now.
Right now, though. Right now.
Yeah, look.
It's only. How long you gonna keep the beef going?
Right now.
How?
I want you to fuck with how sincere your dedication is towards. I want you to fuck with me 6 months from now.
What I'm saying is, how long you think he can?
A year from now when this shit ain't hot no more, man.
That's what I'm saying. How long you think you? How long you think he can keep the beef brewing? How long you think he can keep the beef brewing? Because what else he gonna talk about?
I mean, he can talk about a lot of shit, but it all depends about, you know what I'm saying, the viewership and the people really,
exactly.
Because and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for the most part.
Because do you want your people coming back for only the toxic shit?
Yeah, but you know the toxic shit is gonna sell, man. But if he can keep up, you know what I'm saying, with the videos, and he can keep up, you know what I'm saying, with the message, the motherfuckers really fucking with them with the message, because you know you don't have a lot of fakers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of leaving out and stuff like that, but you know, you gotta see where the genuine is really gonna be at, man. And that's why I say that if he does anything on anybody else's platform besides his own platform, his best bet is to wait 6 months to a year to down there 2 years. Once all this shit is blown over, some other shit can happen in the world where everybody's grabbing towards that and shit like that. Maybe a new corona that came out. Everybody
new corona.
That shit now.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying? He gotta wait. And once he wait, where, all right, my name ain't really been talked about for like 6 months now to a year. All right, let's do that. Let's do that interview. We on your shit. Bro.
You think it'll pop? You think it'll pop back up though? You think it'll? Because once you let it fizzle down.
Because I feel like this, bro. Depending on what platform he goes on, I feel like this. Since he done said so much about the Breakfast Club, it doesn't matter if he goes on the Breakfast Club 20 years from now. That still will be one of their hottest videos right there.
Well, he shouldn't go on the Breakfast Club. You know what he should do? He should go.
It doesn't matter if it's 6 months to a year to 20 years from now, bro. Since he done said so much shit, that will still be one of their hottest interviews right now.
It depends on what goes down in the interview. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she gotta go down there.
No.
Ain't gotta be no fighting. Ain't gotta be no cussing. Ain't gotta be what's my man name?
But what I'm saying is, it's only gonna be hot right now.
Hey,
I don't think it's gonna last.
I am an athlete, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, my man Brian Jennings and shit. You know, he like to stand up when he start talking shit like, you motherfuckers ain't did shit. Y'all be talking all this goddamn shit, feel like y'all gonna do some shit. Y'all ain't did shit. You know, ain't gotta be none of that shit, bro. Motherfuckers be sitting down, calm and collecting shit like that. I still feel like that'll be one of their hottest interviews, bro.
It might be a hot interview, but it's only gonna be hot for so long. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, everything cool down. Everything gotta cool down.
Yeah, everything cool down.
You know, so you.
Of course everything cool
That's
down,
why
you know
the saying is you gotta strike while the fire's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Who's to say that Kwame's trying to? Who's to say he's trying to gain off this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
maybe
He said he was He said he was donating his super chats.
He's not even trying to gain off this shit. Like, man, fuck that shit, bro.
He said he was donating his super chats to buy shoes or something for a Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's taking the money that he's getting and shit like that, and you know he's giving it to the people. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So I feel like
I think he need to start pushing more of that message, man, and less of the toxicity.
Hopefully my instincts is not wrong, but I feel like Kwame, I feel like he truly has a genuine reason, a genuine fight that, you know, hey, I don't fuck with these dudes and stuff like that. They up here talking all this bullshit and stuff like that. I don't fuck with them.
Yo, did you just do something to your color shit, yo?
You know what I'm saying? Cause I just went over here to bro, please tell me that you recording this shit, bro.
I recorded some of it, man.
He said something, man. I thought you were just running through this shit, bro. We were talking some topic points, man.
I got like the last 20 minutes, man.
So you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Okay, all right, bet. I
Yeah.
ain't gotta do what I'm doing then.
That's why you know, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you know what I'm saying?
You can just send it to me. You can just send it to me.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't but like 20 minutes of
See,
it.
this is what I was talking about.
Right.
When I try to have, when I open up not OBS,
Streamlabs.
it does this shit right here.
Oh, I don't know what that is, man.
Man, this shit goofy as hell. I don't know why the fuck. See, now I done fuck shit up, bro. Cause I'm over here telling, look.
Hey, it look kind of dope though from this end. Look, from this end it look kind of dope. Look, from this end it look kind of dope. You know, like you done went to black and white and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here looking like a motherfucker that came out of the 1960s and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, fuck this shit, man.
It's, from this end it look kind of dope, man. But
Hold on, continue record, bro. Let me
it's
back out and come right back in.
It's still here, man. If you can do it, do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, there you go.
There you go. Okay. It's still in. I ain't had to do nothing. Great.
Yeah, though, bro. That's how I be feeling, though, bro. Like, I feel like what Kwame is doing and shit like that. I feel like he's truly genuine about it.
I think
feel
he
like
is too. I just want to see the next steps or hear about the next steps. I'm just tired of hearing about the cacao. You know what I mean? You know, that's it. The rooster.
So let me say this much though, and this is 100 though, and this is another thing that, you know what I'm saying, even if he doesn't have another step, we can't get mad at him for not having.
I'm not gonna be mad at him for not having another star.
No, let me just say this real quick. Before last week, we just knew him as the NBA crash dummy. That's what we knew him as. The NBA crash dummy. We always compare every player to, well, as long as you ain't as bad as Kwame Brown, you can make it in the NBA. That's what we knew him as. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, for 20 years, we never heard this man talk. So, since we ain't heard this man talk for 20 years, even if there is no other stuff, now whatever he does after this, that's a blessing in itself,
Right.
and that's a plus. But if he does nothing though, we can't be mad at him over that shit, bro. We can't.
I'm not mad at him
All
at
we
all.
know is he just want to get his voice out, get his opinion out. Whatever money he get, he donated and stuff like that, who out the bam and stuff like that, and go on about his married days and stuff like that, and do what he been doing for the last. What he said he only did 12 years in the NBA. He came in 2002, so 2015, or 2016, he left the NBA. So for the last 7 years, go back to doing what he been doing. That's how I look at it. Fuck it.
He out farming. He out there getting that farm money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting that farm
I'm
money.
saying, like, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be mad at him if he, you know what I'm saying, after this shit right here, this shit all dies down and shit like that, we don't hear nothing else about him and stuff like that. I wouldn't be mad at him.
No.
He did what he had to do. He stood on principles, and he left it at that. You know what I'm saying? Going back into the wind. You know what I'm saying? Little House on the Prairie, man. I know you read that book back in
Little House.
school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Little House on the Prairie. I watched the show.
Little House on the Prairie, man.
I watched the show.
Man.
I watched the
Leave me
show.
alone.
Then I went to Arkansas and I lived that life. Had me a couple Beckys.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even be mad at him if he didn't do nothing else.
I don't want him to go away, man. I want him to find something to keep him sustainable. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he start his own podcast. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
But I wanted
Anybody can start their own podcast and stuff like that.
But I wanted to be in the positive light, though. You know what I mean? That's.
I mean, but regardless of whatever, let's also keep this, you know what I'm saying, hindsight too as well. Regardless of whatever he does, he's still Kwame Brown that played 12, 13 years in the NBA.
Yeah.
So fame and popularity and notoriety will forever follow him until the day that he hits the dirt. So whatever his ambitions or tuitions is, he's going to be somewhat successful from it versus regular Joes like me and you. So he always going to have a foot forward regardless of what he does. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the shit works. So I feel like whatever he does, he's always he gonna be good. Not only he got NBA money that, you know what I'm saying, that can, you know, it's gonna last his life, it's gonna last his kids' life, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, or whatever the case may be, if he invested right, you know what I'm saying, didn't spend all the money off and stuff like that, did everything right and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna last a couple years and stuff like that, a couple generations, I should say. And also everything else that he got going on, man. He's good, man. His people gonna be good, man. He forever gonna be good, man. You know, when you start making a certain type of number of figures, you know what I'm saying, you starting to get generation wealth. You know what I mean? And once you start getting generation wealth and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what you do. You can turn over tomorrow, man. Motherfuckers gonna be good, man. Mama good, daddy good. You know what I'm saying? Sister, brother good. You know what I'm saying? Wife, kids, they good. Boom. Next generation, they good. You know what I'm saying? Even if they not good, they gotta leap forward.
They got something.
Here, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta leap forward. They got a better run at life than what the average motherfucker like me and you got. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So that's how I feel about it, bro.
But it sounds like you're doing good, man. Anybody talking about a tractor, they talking about money. You know what I'm saying? He say he all about investing in properties and shit like that. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in the South, man, the farm is where it's at. Even Kanye got a motherfucking farm. Got an alpaca farm. Shaving them motherfuckers every day. And making his own threads and shit. You know what I mean? Farms is where it's at.
You know, there's one thing. It's one thing that my daddy always and I'm gonna say it in this type of hindsight. It's one thing that my dad always tried to teach me. When I say try to teach me, because I didn't want to learn it. But now, since I got older and shit like that, now I want to learn and shit like that. My daddy, he always been a hunter. You know what I'm saying? He liked to go in the woods, hunt. You know what I'm saying? You know, shoot that. You know, not more as a sport, but everything that he hunted for, he cooked it up and ate it.
Yeah.
Same thing with fishing. He liked to fish and stuff like that. You know, he one of those individuals and stuff like that. And it's never like he, you know, try to throw. Cause one thing I respect about my daddy, he never threw like, oh yeah, you gotta learn this and stuff like that, man, because you never know, it might be a situation where, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna be no food, you know, try to scare me and shit like that. He just, you know, threw it out there. You know, maybe I might grab a little liking to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I don't like it, he ain't gonna push it on me. But I know what he's doing. I know what he does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my daddy, he loves to hunt. He try to show me how to hunt and stuff like that. But he's not gonna push it on me though. You know what I'm saying? But he just let me know, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Check this out real quick. You know what I'm saying? You get to use guns and shit like that, blase and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you get to hunt and shoot and kill animals. How is that not fun? I want to sit there and shoot and kill no animal and this, that, fuck all that shit. You know, in my head, that's how I'm thinking.
Right.
Then I come up here to Chicago and shit like that. Everybody out here running around with guns and shit.
Running around
Next
with
time I go down there, I'm like, yeah, I want to shoot one of them guns real quick. I want to shoot one of them guns real quick.
I want to know how that shit work now. I want
to kill something. I want to kill something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, like, you know, like, that's one thing I respect about my father. Like, he never tried to push nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? But he always showed me different things. So I've been exposed to a lot of different things. I've never been pushed on to nothing, but I've been exposed to different things where I can use my own mind, my own knowledge, and my own ways of thinking and comprehending with things and stuff like that. Like, okay, see how this is and that, blase. Okay, I can do with this, or nah, I can't do that because that's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been exposed to so much stuff, man. Like, I feel like, honestly, when I make certain decisions, I feel like that's the best decision that I could possibly make. Because a lot of things that has been brought to my attention is stuff that I've already seen before in some type of form or fashion. So I'll be looking at it like, man, okay, I can dig it, you know what I'm saying? All right, you know, doing this and doing that. All right, I've been around certain situations like that. I even take little bits and pieces from other stuff and, you know what I'm saying, put in this situation or whatever. Like, look, I know motherfuckers that been in situations like that. I know motherfuckers that did, you know, in different years, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, it was a different type of time and different type of laws and right, you know what I'm saying? I be knowing stuff like that. I don't go into nothing. I try not to go into nothing with just a blunt attitude like I know it all. The times of the nature right now, it is what it was. Like, people gotta have common sense when it comes to stuff like that. Like, the rules and laws and regulations that we got going on right now in 2021 is completely different than what it was in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I have common sense of knowing that. But there's a lot of people out here that don't have common sense of knowing shit like that. They think that the laws and regulations that's going on right now in 2021 is the same thing that's been going on since the 90s, the 80s, the 60s, the 50s and stuff. No. Everything is different.
What you talking about is
it was a different time back then.
You talking about
time right now.
the continual lack of information that plagues the black community.
And that's where a lot of people, they don't have the information, they don't have the knowledge, but yet whatever is going on and stuff like that, they're so prideful for it that they're gonna try to do all this monarchy at it. And to a person that has a little common sense, gonna look at it like, what the fuck is you talking about? That makes no sense, right?
The crazy thing is they hate you for having that common sense, for you knowing the difference. They don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your own people you gotta worry about just because of the knowledge that you possess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that totally. Totally.
And it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing hard to get or nothing hard to gain, nothing like that. But I was just one of those individuals, and there's a lot of individuals that's like me. I was just one of those individuals that I've been subsidized to so much. Meaning that if somebody was telling me something never sat there and just blew him off like, man, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you talking. You know what I'm saying? I sat there and listened to him.
Right.
Even if the shit sounded like bullshit and a whole bunch of monarchy type shit,
You give it
I'll
your
still sit there and listen.
you give it your full attention.
Right, because what it says in the good book, a wise man can learn a lot from a fool, but a fool can't learn nothing from a wise man. I will sit there and listen to what the fuck you got to say. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna agree with you. Doesn't mean that if I see how your attitude, your aggression is, or your passion is with this situation that you're talking about, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, motherfucker, you're lying. I'm not gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit there, analyze the situation. If I feel like, since you're competent and capable of taking this backlash that I'm about to give you, I'll give it to you. But if I feel like, you're rambunctious, you know what? You're right. And just walk away. Simple as that. Honestly, man, it's crazy, at the age of, 28, about to be 29 and stuff like that, and even before this, it finally makes sense now that, yes, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go into a situation with having some type of, not even knowing the whole thing that's going on, but just having an understanding, just a little bit of a blueprint or a little bit of a foundation of what's going on, that will help you out so much than just being oblivious to everything that's going on going into a situation. And I try my hardest not to put myself in a situation where I'm just oblivious to everything that's going on. Now, let's say that we're talking or something like that. We're having a debate or something like that. You might not agree with me. You might not agree with me. And I might not agree with you. But at least me, not saying that you gonna think like this, but I'm just using you as an example. I know that for the most part that I know why you think that way. I might even throw it out there, like, I know why you think that way. And you still might not accept it like that. But it's the truth, though. I know why you think that way. Right. This is why I think this way. But let's just talk about the factual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is so much power, man. People really got to sit there and, when it comes to talking to individuals and stuff like that, learn everything. That's how I feel about it. Just learn everything. Learn all types of different religiosity. Learn all types of speaking points. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. On some real shit, bro. I was one of those people. I used to do a lot of reading, a lot of studying on him. The reason why, not because of what he did and stuff like that, but how was he able to have the gravitation, the gift of gab, to not only
to incite them people
believe in that, but act out that act. You can't sit there and lie, bro. That's power right there.
Well, he fed on people's fears, and he used propaganda to push that fear. And once he got enough people to follow him, he started making more people fear him. So once you get control of the military and stuff like that, you get them type of people backing you. You can pretty much do anything. So it's a snowball right. That he probably didn't even know was gonna happen, but end up inheriting it, and they had to go along with it because it got too big for him.
Right, and you know what I'm saying, I agree with that. I agree with that statement 110%. But even with that being said, though, you still got politicians to this day, 2021. Hitler did all that shit back in the late 30s, early 40s. You still got people to this day, 2021. North Korea, Russia, and some of these other little countries and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Where there's dictatorship, where it's one person speaking over the whole country. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's people like that. It's people like that that you really gotta sit there and look at, how the hell are they able to? Cause I'm sorry, bro. I'm one of those people that I'm a firm believer, bro. And this might sound crazy, but I'm a firm believer that if people wasn't so naive and stupid and manipulated and scared, it doesn't matter what country it is, the people will always outnumber the military, the government, and any other type of law enforcement, type of judicial system. The people, the citizens will always outnumber that shit.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you got a lot of factors that's gonna play a factor into it. You got a lot of people that, they got something to say, but they don't want to say nothing because they don't want to get in trouble. You got a lot of people that they will say something, but once death is being threatened with them, they gonna shut the fuck up. Like people got bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm one of those
Don't be
people,
sorry,
that,
man. Speak your truth, man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm one of those people that it took me for the longest to accept that one day I was gonna die, and one day that we all was gonna leave this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because how I was raised up and how I was brought up and stuff like that. I was brought up with the mindset of unless some shit like a hurricane or tornado or a car accident or something. At these times, I didn't even know about shooting. I just knew about shit like this, like hurricanes, tornadoes,
natural
car accidents,
disasters.
stuff like that. Unless some shit like that happened, I was gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? And once I came up here to Chicago and stuff like that, because I came up here when I was 8 or 9 years old, whatever the case may be.
Man.
That's when I learned about like violence, shooting, drugs, and stuff like. I learned about shit like that. Once I learned about shit like that, you know what I'm saying, it kind of like it made everything else kind of like foggy. Like, wait a minute, they're shooting each other, killing each other, and rape and all this type of blasphemy ass shit. What the fuck is this shit? I didn't know nothing about this shit. So I really did like a lot of like study and research and just looking up stuff, and I was just trying to soak up so much knowledge. Like I was listening to any and everything that motherfuckers that had some type of common sense, some type of common knowledge that would sit there and talk. I would sit there and listen to it. Even if the shit didn't make no sense at all, I would still sit there and listen to it. Like I was like a sponge at that moment right there. Like I was just listening to everything. And it took it to about until I was about 14 years old, bro, that I finally accepted that, one day, I was gonna die and shit like that. And ever since that point right there, bro, it's like, if shit happened tomorrow, bro, but hey, we all gonna die one day. Like, fuck it, we all gonna die one day. Now, within that same breath of fresh air, it's not like I'm gonna do anything to try to, speed up my process.
Now that,
but if shit happens, shit happens.
So, I was talking to this truck driver. I work at a truck stop. I was talking to this truck driver, and he said, if God wanted me, I would die today. And I said, why would you do that? I said, God don't want you. He said, no, what was it? He said, if I knew I was going to heaven, I'd die today. I said, but God don't want you to do that. He wants you to live a life. He said, but I'd rather be next to God. I said, so you are in your life here just to be next to him? I said, what about your family and the people that love you down here? You ain't thinking about them?
You know what? And depending on how much, like, if you would have let me sit there and talk, or if you would have been one of those individuals that, trying to sit there and, like, cut me off and shit like that, like I choose my arguments, bro. Like, if a motherfucker gonna sit there and, like, cut you off and get, like, all right, you got it, man. I'm not finna do all that. But a motherfucker gonna literally sit there and speak your piece, you let them speak your piece. Motherfuckers have a real, genuine conversation. We can disagree, but let's be respectful. Like, come on, man. We all going around, so let's be respectful. But if a motherfucker sit there and actually listen to my points and stuff like that, I'm gonna tell them straight up, bro, you sound crazy. God don't want you to die.
Right.
God, Hushaya, Messiah, whoever you believe in, don't want you to die.
Don't want you to die. That's what I tried to tell them.
They want you to live out your life because you have a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. They want you to live out your life.
Right.
So you sitting here talking about, if I knew I was going to die tomorrow, bro, that sounds crazy right there. That sounds like hypocrisy right there. Bro.
Yeah, I told him.
You're not making no sense right
I said, God don't want that for you. God wants you to stay out here and be fruitful and do stuff, to help teach the next generation and all that stuff. I said, your life is valuable to more people than you think. I said, I no doubt want to go to heaven, but I ain't in a rush to get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
God, I'm pretty sure you got.
And I'm one of those people that, what I'm saying, I look at it like this, that we all gonna go through some type of carnality. We all live in the carnality right now, basically meaning that, what I'm saying, we all living for sin right now. You know what I'm saying? That we do everything that's contrary to the words of God. You know what I'm saying? We fornicate. Even though, you can drink, but not, getting drunk to the, drinking to the point of getting drunk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We lie. You know what I'm saying? We're prideful. We doing so much shit that's contrary to what, you know what I'm saying, God want us to do and stuff like that. We all living in carnality right now. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of us, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, especially if you really believe in it, we're not going to heaven in the state that we are right now with our spirit and with our relationship, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, not only God, but Jesus and the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? We're not going there.
If you have knowledge yourself, if you have knowledge of yourself and things and stuff that you've done, then you should know where you're going. You know what I mean? You know what you've done. You can't lie to yourself. You know what I mean? Only thing you can do is ask for forgiveness and keep on living your life, doing the best that you can to make sure you living a life.
Right. And truthfully, you know, if you really sit back, because a lot of people sit there and be like, oh, but if you want to live for God, you gotta, you know, live this type of way. You can't cuss. You can't do this. Can't do. You gotta wear suits. I'm just going off what the book says.
I know.
Now I can take it to that topic of other shit. But I'm just going off what the book says, where a motherfucker can go to those chapters and try to read that shit up. You feel me? But if you look at what the book says, though, does it say anywhere in that book that a motherfucker can't cuss? There's cussing in the Bible.
In the Bible.
It's just the form that you using it, where it's bad.
I don't
Me
like.
just sitting here saying motherfuck this, motherfuck that, and stuff like that. That's not bad. But I be like, you now it's, you know what I'm saying? You pointing the finger now. Now you doing something bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, they say so much shit, but they really don't sit there and try to get some understanding and try to get some factual proof on what they didn't heard from somebody or what they didn't seen or something like that. They just go off of what they didn't heard or what they didn't see and just run with it. Get some factual behind it. Get some other. What does a job do? They hear what you say, but we want 3 points of references though. Get some references, bro. Like, treat it like a job. Get some references. Get some references. Like we hear what you say. We know that you say that you can do this and do that and blase, but we still need some references or some other motherfuckers that's gonna bounce with the bullshit that you telling us right now. Like, that's how motherfuckers gotta do that shit, bro. For real.
For real.
Like, motherfuckers in here and just, you know, listen to a motherfucking shit like that they feel so strongly in and stuff like that.
And that's another thing, man.
Sometimes, man, that shit don't even be, you know what I'm saying, even close to the truth.
I met this one stud, right? He a trucker, you know, and he told me a whole bunch of shit. He said he trying to live exactly like the Bible intended. You know what I mean? And then I said, which part? The Old Testament or the New Testament? He said the whole thing. I said, well, if it's the whole thing, I could probably tell you 3 things you doing wrong right now. You know? And I said, I'm pretty sure you only live for the New Testament. You know?
Right.
People have to know the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament. The eye for an eye versus turn the other cheek. So.
And also, and I hate, this is one thing I hate bringing up to people, because a lot of people like to use this and they'll look it up and they'll see that I wasn't lying and use this as justification. But I'm gonna say it like this. Even God himself, if you believe in, you know what I'm saying, Hosea, even God himself says that if you don't know no better, I'm not gonna judge you.
Ignorant. Can't judge the ignorant.
Judge the ignorance. So if you truly didn't know no better, he's not going to judge you.
Right.
But a lot of people, you know, when you have that type of conversation, you know, I'm just going, no, we ain't gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? If you know better, you know better. Motherfucker gonna, but it's the truth though. Like, if you don't know no better, if you was, let's just say it like this, a prime example. Let's just say that it's this one thing that be coming on TV and stuff like that. With these girls, they raised up in I can't even think of all, but basically it's like some shit where, you know, the husband and wife, you know, the father got multiple wives and shit like that. The girls, they can't talk to no man. They got predetermined marriages and stuff like that.
Oh, you talking about like
that's how they was raised. That's how they was taught. That's how they was brought up.
Polygamous.
If they was to die tomorrow, God would not judge them because they knew no better.
That's all they knew.
That's all they knew.
Mm-hmm.
He would not hit. Y'all gotta realize something, man. God is not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Don't let these people fool you and stuff like, oh, what my mother did, God is not gonna judge you off what the fuck your mother did, what the fuck your father did. Your father could have raped 1,000 young women, killed 1,000 men. He's not gonna judge you per se off of what your father did. Even though you came from that, he's not gonna judge you off of that.
That doesn't make you. The sins of the father isn't the sins of the son.
A lot of people think that though. You got people out here that truly think that. And that's going into another subject. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but you got a lot of people that sit there and think that. They think that what their parents did and stuff like that, you know, God's gonna pass prejudgment and stuff like that. No, it's all about you. If you know no better, he's not gonna judge you. You could have followed this, cause they call it a code. You could have followed this code and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, all the way until you was 20, 30, 40 years old. But if that's all you knew, that's all you knew.
Right.
God is not going to judge you.
Yeah.
Even if the word was brought to you and you was listening to the word and you heard the word, and you heard right from wrong, you heard the righteousness and stuff like that.
So tell me,
still deep down inside though, this other demonic spirit was still brewing and stuff like that from what you was brought up from your parents and stuff like that. God would still not judge you because he knew where your heart was laying.
Now tell me this though.
Go ahead.
Do you think being a homosexual, you would go directly to hell?
See, that right there is a touchy subject, and the best thing I can do is give you my thinking and my thoughts on it.
Yeah, your opinion.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying, sit around and stuff like that.
I believe God loves everybody.
I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like, and when I speak about homosexuality, I speak about not just homosexuality, but I speak about any type of way that you prefer yourself to be once you get to adulthood and stuff like that. And I want y'all to walk lightly with my words and shit like that, because I know motherfuckers, they touch about shit like this. But
well,
I feel like this though.
Disclaimer real quick. Let me say this before you say that. Let me say this before you. Let me clarify the question.
Go ahead.
Clarify the question.
I already know how I'm gonna bring it.
Right. All right. So the question arose.
I'm gonna bring it in a way that I'm being respectful, but at the
right.
same time,
that's why I want to make sure I clarify the question so nobody gets this misconstrued. I'm saying I work at a truck stop, and I was talking to a trucker, and he was 100% about the Bible, and in his eyes, he felt like they was going for that wasn't in the Bible, and that's how that was his opinion. My opinion was everybody will be judged accordingly once whatever connection they have with God is to be deemed what it is, you know, because I believe that everybody is a child of God no matter what you do or have done.
The only way that you're not gonna be a child of God unless God abhors you. If you don't know what abhor means, look it up. That's the only way that you're not a child of God unless he abhors you.
All right, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure the viewers that if you happen to see this know that the question arises from me talking to somebody who supposedly goes by the book. Okay, so go ahead, dude.
I'm gonna say it like this, bro. And once again, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, but I feel like, and I firmly feel that, you know what I'm saying, with my opinion, I can sit there and have a debate with you about this opinion. Mm-hmm. But once again, everybody has their own opinion, though. When it comes to a person saying that they was born into that type of lifestyle, being homosexual, stuff like that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that nobody, especially a man, is born to have the lust and have the, the urge to want to fornicate with another man. I feel like that's more of a That's more of a psychological thing. Just like with kids are not born to be racist. Kids are brought up to be racist. I feel like when it comes to homosexuality, you're not born to be a homosexual. Maybe you was raised to be a homosexual. Maybe that you have so much. Speaking for the men, you have so much, a female presence around you that you conducted yourself as a female because that's all you've seen and that's all you was taught. Even if they was not sitting there teaching you that, that's all that you've seen. How can you not conform to the things that you see all the time? I mean, that's impossible. You're a child. This is all that you see right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, things that happen in, children's life, certain acts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into the subject, but you can use your imagination. Certain acts and stuff like that being performed on children and stuff like that, that plays a role too as well. I honestly, I don't feel like even if a child was born, you know what I'm saying, with some type of mental illness, I still don't feel that child is going to be a homosexual, because the simple fact that whatever he sees, even though he's not all the way mentally there, still the little stuff that he does understand is going to be enough that he's going to be able to carry himself in a certain type of way. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
Now, there's going to be a lot of people who going to disagree and this and that, but honestly, I do not feel that anybody is born any type of way from how they was born. I'm just sorry. I feel like that is just stuff that's, been indoctrinated to them. That's stuff that's been pushed onto them. That's just stuff that, they done went through. Because everybody got different type of stories.
Do you think?
You got,
Do you think?
You got children that didn't went through stuff that, maybe that those type of acts was pushed onto them.
Well,
maybe their parents that was pushed onto them. You have other stories where, let me just say this real quick, I'm just go. You have other stories where certain things that happened to them when they was young. Certain things that happened to them that was pushed on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You have so much, but I don't feel that a person was born that way.
All right. So what you're saying is a person more than likely is gay by circumstance, and do you think that another person could just love another person and they could just fall in love without it being some type of circumstance that brought them to that? Because I believe that can happen. Because
I'm say it like this.
Because I believe.
I see where you're going with it.
No, I just want to say, because I believe in love. All right, I believe in love, and I believe that if a person loves you and you love that person, then everything is right in the world. You know what I mean? But
right. That's true. But at the same token, though, I can say this right here as well. I got, one or two male friends that I love to death. I love to death.
Right. But you ain't trying to fuck them, though.
And tell them anything wrong. I would never, lead them the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? My house is their house. I would sit there, they didn't cry to me. I didn't cry to them. You know what I'm saying? We had deep, dark. They know what makes me turn at night. I know what makes them turn at night. But at the same token, with me saying all that shit, I don't have no type of and let's use the scientific way. I don't have no type of, you know what I'm saying, sexual pleasure that I want to do with it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Brotherly love and
okay.
brotherly
So
love. Right. So brotherly love and that bond is one thing. You know what I mean? Because like I play a lot of team sports, so I got friends from teams, I got friends from college and stuff like that. You know that we're real close with. That I mean I'm trying to fuck them or nothing like that. What I'm saying is that you unmistakably just fall in love with a person through circumstance. You don't think that can happen? Like you
That can happen because at the end of the day, would you finish what you were saying before I start talking?
Well, what I'm saying is like if you was put in a situation where you was around this person, and if any type of thing happened and that y'all showed affection for each other, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with y'all building a relationship off of that. Before it's any, if you didn't even know of the term homosexual or gay or anything like that, you know what I mean? You could build a relationship with a person without even knowing that. The only people that put it in your mind that it was wrong was the same people that conditioned you to associate it with being wrong. But is loving another person wrong?
Okay, I get what you're saying. So basically what you're saying is, in some fact that let's just use this type of example for experiment. Like with a dog in heat. You know what I'm saying? When a dog's in heat, a male dog, not only he's trying to hump another female dog, but he's humping any and everything that's around him. Because he knows that it's the season. He has to do this. It's in his nature. And I was about to use that, you know what I'm saying, that animal instinct type of nature, you know what I'm saying, in the subject. But what you saying it like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna add this to it as well. If a person doesn't know better, you can't fault them.
Right.
You can't fault them.
So that's love to them. You know what I'm saying?
You can't fault them.
Right.
And I will agree with you 110% with that, because if they don't know no better, you can't fault them for the acts that they make.
Right.
But in the same type of form of fashion, if they know better, then you can fault them. If they know better,
that's only if you disagree with their love. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with their love.
With the world that we live in now and been living in for, we can go back, you know, hundreds of, maybe 1,000 years. That's what it's been. A man supposed to be the provider, supposed to be the warrior, supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the stable person in the household. A woman supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the producer. She produced children. She produced, you know what I'm saying, nutrients. She produced, you know what I'm saying, life.
I don't know, man.
A female supposed to be.
I'm happy being a stay-at-home man. We got the first vice gentleman up in the motherfucker. The second gentleman. You know what I'm saying? In the White House, you know, Kamala Harris' husband. You know what I mean? I don't mind being a stay-at-home dude. You know what I mean? I like it in the crib. You know, I can wash dishes too.
Right. But hold on though, before we go off into that though, let's stick
keep
on
on,
this topic right here though.
Keep on, my dude.
That's like, you know, one thing about me, I'm not gonna be you know, totally nonchalant to other different type of points and stuff like that.
No, I know, man.
You know, when you put it in a sense like that, then no, you can't fault a person for doing what they only know best.
Exactly.
Only what they know. You can't fault a person like that. Even I'm not gonna sit there. If I truly know wholeheartedly that you don't know no better, and this is the way that you think, I'm not even gonna sit there and even try to, you know what I'm saying, push my beliefs on you. You know
exactly.
Like,
and that's what it comes down to, pushing beliefs on other people. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be mad at my Buddhist simple lifestyle or how I'm a polytheist and what I fucking contribute to my life. You know what I mean? To keep me shining. You know what I mean? I can't have you fucking up my aura. You know.
Right. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I don't want to fuck up your aura.
That's just one thing that, you know what I'm saying, once you get older and you get more into that, 'cause that's the truth right there. Once you get older, you get more into that more stubborn type of mindset that, you know what I'm saying, the older you get, you're going to have ways about you that ain't nobody going to break. Ain't nobody going to, motherfucker can put a gun at you and say they're going to kill you right now. Yeah, you'll sit there and, yo, I agree with you, but deep down inside out, you truly don't agree with that shit. You still got your same way. You know what I'm saying? So you can't break that shit.
Don't break the person you is.
Know, and you know what I'm saying?
My thing
history,
is, I don't
philosophy, and even in, you know what I'm saying, scriptures and stuff like that. When it comes to children and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, they come to this world born into sin, but they only know what the individuals around them show.
They only know what you confront them with, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? They only know what you show them, what you confront them with, what you teach them, and what you guide them through. Man, it's a blessing to have kids, man. And I love my kids, man. My father wasn't there for me at all, man. So, you know, I mean, he was the things that I learned from him because I knew him. And when I say he wasn't there for me at all, I mean, I never lived in his house. I never woke up and, hey, Dad, let's go to the field to play baseball or some shit. You know, some shit like that. You know what I mean? I never had that shit. You know what I mean? And my mom never was married or nothing like that, but that don't mean she didn't care for us and make every day a better day. She did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she did more than other women could do in the times that she did it. With you know, 4 kids holding it down. You know what I mean? It's hard.
Right.
You know, it's hard. So, me personally, I just know that I don't want to be a person that push anybody back for one or trying to do whatever the fuck they want to do, because the best thing you could do for a person is pretty much be there for them, no matter what.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I can't let anger or things that I don't like influence the way I act in public. Not to say I'm acting in public or nothing like that, but just saying the person that I am. I can't let something that you're doing influence how I act. That's why I treat everybody the same. Men, women, whatever you want to do that, I treat you all the same. We all, you could kill me, you could rob me, you can hurt me, you could do anything to me, you can say anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust you. I hope you don't trust me. You know, because there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, beliefs and pushing that shit on people is fucked up, man. But the world is fucked up.
I'm gonna add this much to that real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a son and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's 9 years old, or whatever the case may be. Yes, I have a how can I say this? I have a path that I want him to go down, but I'm not gonna sit there and I told myself that, you know what I'm saying, at an early age when I first had him. I'm not gonna sit there and push my negative, so I know some of my, you know what I'm saying, beliefs is real negative, it's real controversial, it's real, but that's just how I was raised. Not just the shit that I heard from my mother and father, but just me at that point in time, like I said earlier, me being at that, age of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, when I finally accepted that I was going to die one day, being a sponge and just soaking up everything. My son might not never go through that type of, ordeal. My son, he knows about death. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it has been certain type of events that has happened around per se, you know what I'm saying? He knows about certain type of things.
Man, isn't fatherhood the best?
I'm not going to push my whole beliefs on him. Now, will I sit there and have, guy talk with him? Yes, of course. Of course. I will definitely sit there and have guy talks with my son, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, though, I want him to have that attitude where he can go into anything and be more of a sponge, and not only just a sponge, but be a bloom of a flower where however he feels that he can conquer or do whatever, he's going into his own mentality, not with daddy mentality or not with mommy mentality. He's going into with his own mentality. Because I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. It's been times that I have went into certain situations where I'm using mommy mentality. I'm using daddy mentality. Because maybe I didn't understand the situation that's being portrayed right in front of me. So the first thing that I can conform to is what daddy told me, or what mama told me, or what uncle told me, or what you know what I'm saying. That was the first thing that I was able to conform to. I want him to be able to have that attitude where he goes into a situation and he's using his mindset, he's using his thinking.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
A point of a reference. Use mommy as a point of a reference, but go into it with your own attitude, your own style, your own flavor. Do it like that.
Isn't it a beautiful thing to watch your child achieve something or do something new or unexpected? Man, you know, fatherhood is a beautiful thing, man.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, bro, like, I have, you know what I'm saying? I have a real, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I have a real negative output on a lot of things and stuff like that. That's just how I think.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I can see him be joyful and laughing with you, but I'll still have a negative output on other things. That's just me.
Nothing wrong with
that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, though. You know what I'm saying? Kids, you know what I'm saying? I never understood that until I had my own kid. Kids really bring a certain type of joy to your life. And with that certain type of joy to your life, you know, it's something that no significant other, can never bring to you. Kids is something totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Like, a blessing, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Like,
as much as it pains me.
I can see here, and you know, I hate to say this, man. I swear to God, I hope you'll never do this shit. But you can sit here and, you know, drop my PlayStation 5 and break this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and argue and yell and scream. Hell, I might even whoop his ass real quick. But I'm not. I'm not that. It's not gonna be no grudge. It's not gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, 20 years from now. Yeah, you remember when you were 9 years old and you broke my...
All I gotta say is, if my son touch my Switch, I'm gonna break his. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't pushing nothing on my son, man. I love my son, man. He's super smart. He's probably the smartest kid I got. And I tell all the kids that I hope they jealous, and I hope they try to be smarter than them. But they won't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know
But they won't.
Good competition is beautiful competition.
Right. And it's crazy because he's not even the oldest. You know what I mean? And he ain't even started school, and I just can't wait to see what he do. Man, it's amazing seeing that.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna tell you this much right here, bro. When I really like, let me see how old was I? I'm gonna say once he turned about, I'll probably say about 4, maybe going on 5. So let's say 4.5 and stuff like that. That's when he got to that age where he was able to comprehend everything that I'm telling him and everything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't more like, you know, I would say something to him and he just completely oblivious to what the fuck I just said to him. Like, in some type of form or fashion, he had some type of recollection and understanding of what's going on. That's when it became easy, bro. Like, you know, a lot of people, they sit here and be like, oh, having kids, at first, it is hard, you know, because...
Oh, no, it's excruciating. It ain't hard. It's excruciating.
In my eyes, though, once my son turned about 4, going on to that 5 and stuff like that, and he was able to understand and comprehend everything that I was telling him. It wasn't like I was sitting there using big... If I said stop, motherfucker, he would stop. You know what I'm saying? If I say, hey, yo, grab this and woo, whatever, take a shot, do whatever, he understand what I was saying. The shit came easy after that. You know what I'm saying? To the point now that he's at 9 years old. Bro, I can sit there and have a conversation with him you know what I'm saying, the same type of conversation I have with motherfucking, 16, 17-year-old, man. Like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Man. And that's
Like,
what I love,
I'm
man.
gonna say this much too as well. Kids, man, like they really make you grow up. They really make you, you know what I'm saying, really want to strive in life. They really want to make you, you know what I'm saying, be a better individual. Not saying that everybody that goes into a situation of having a kid was shit before having a kid. You got some motherfuckers that had kids that was successful and very prominent and stuff like that. And once they had a kid, the shit just kept on going. Nothing changed and stuff like that. But I must say, though, kids really, you know what I'm saying, make you want to be the best that you can possibly.
Right.
Because you know everything that when it comes from your kids, you know what I'm saying, son, daughter, whatever case may be, all that shit is genuine. When your son or daughter sit there and be like, Daddy or Mommy, I love you. That's not no alligator eyes and tears right there.
Right.
That's genuine right there.
It's fake. That ain't no fake bullshit.
Really love you.
Man.
When they sit there and smile at you, they really smiling at you because they really are happy, or they really, you know what I'm saying, have some type of enjoyment of whatever is going on right then and there of the situation. All that is genuine right there.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Like that's one thing that I say that I do love about kids. Everything that they do is genuine. If they truly don't like something, they truly don't like something.
Right. Exactly. They tell you the truth. They tell you the truth.
And happy. Daddy, I love you. Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I want to do this. Daddy, they truly mean that.
Man, my little daughter, my daughter want to drive.
That's not no manipulation. That's not no. They don't know shit about that shit right now.
Man, my daughter want to drive. That shit make me feel so good.
9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna do that with their parents.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my daughter want to drive. That shit make me feel so good. Every time we get close to the car, she said, "Can I drive?" She's just ready. She's just ready. You know what I mean? I've been in my kids. I'm proud to say it hurt me a lot, but I'm proud to say I've been here every day. My children woke up, man. I haven't missed a day. I think I missed half a day, maybe one 24-hour span, and that was it. You know what I mean? But every day they see my face, I see their face, and it's cost me a lot. You know, it cost me mostly my sanity, but I'm keeping it together. Gotcha.
No, you doing your thing, yeah.
But no, man, 9 years old. I can't wait to see what my son doing at 9 years old. I don't know what he's gonna be doing, man. You want to know the crazy thing? I could set my son up to have his own channel right now, and he's 5 years old.
Bro. I know kids that's around my son's age and stuff like that, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? They got their own YouTube. They got their own everything, bro. Like these kids not only are smart, bro, man, but they really, you know what I'm saying, creative, bro. And I don't like to use the word because a lot of people, they use this word in the wrong type of content, and I'll be hearing motherfuckers using that word. I'm like, why would you say that about a kid? But they like to say that a lot of kids are artistic. Like, they may not know everything about this and that, blase, but they know about all this other shit. Like when it comes to like, you know, the internet and social media and stuff like that. But still, though, that if you truly knew the definition of that word, you would not use that word for no goddamn kid. But I would say that these kids are smart. They're adaptive. Like I said, they're a sponge. Once they pick up something, they truly have some type of passion into it. They gonna go 110% with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna go to a point that no adult is gonna go to, because they passion is truly there. Because you gotta realize something. Everything that when it comes to a kid is genuine. It's no fabrigas, there's no fraudulent, nothing like that. Everything is genuine when it comes to a kid. So I know kids that, man, you know what I'm saying, they doing this and doing that and stuff like that, man. Like, bro, these kids nowadays, bro, are smart as hell, bro. Like, you gotta think about, like, you know what I'm saying, you grew up in a different type of time and stuff like that, but I can speak on my behalf, though. You know what I'm saying, the internet, at 9 years old, bro, it was internet, but it was dial-up, bro. It was dial-up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know dial-up.
The internet, for the most part, bro, for me, when it really started getting to a point where I can go to this website and go to that website and do this and that, and you had like LimeWire and you could download shit and all that old bullshit and stuff like that, bro, that shit didn't start happening to me until I was about like 13, 14 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the internet, for the most part, is still somewhat new, bro. Like, if you look at how the internet is now in 2021 versus how it was in 2010, bro, completely different.
That's the thing that everybody has in common.
Like 2005, 2006, even more different, bro.
See, that's the thing that everybody has in common. The internet age, everybody experienced it. It was never a time on the internet that I had more of the internet than you had. You know what I mean? That's the thing about the internet. We all experiencing it right now in real time. It was never a time that you had more internet than I had it. No. Everybody was going through the same level at the same time with different places. But
different paces.
But yeah, it was never that. But yeah.
But definitely with the kids that's coming up now, though, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're being subsidized to, you know what I'm saying, to everything that's internet.
Oh yeah, man.
From even, you know what I'm saying, with what's going on in the world and stuff like that with the pandemic, everything, you know, school-based and stuff like that is on the internet.
I got tablets galore over here, man.
I remember
There's 6 tablets back here.
My first couple of jobs, bro, filling out paperwork.
Man.
Not know, go to this website.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It was none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do, bro, is internet based. Everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we also got to, as adults and as parents as well, we can't, and I'm, you know, learning that too as well. We can't go into situations and not knowing that, you know what I'm saying, our kids are being subsidized to a lot more information at one time, I should say, versus what we was going through. I can remember, you know what I'm saying, with me per se, you know what I'm saying, we all grew up different lives, so maybe it might be different from you and what it was with me. But I remember times where a lot of my information came from word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no internet where I'm seeing this and seeing that, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids nowadays, if they want to see somebody, and I just use this type of example, but it's the truth, if they want to see somebody get killed, they can go on the internet. If they want to see,
that's true.
Whatever.
That's true.
I ain't going into details, but they want to see whatever, they go on the internet. With me, per se, a lot of my first experiences with certain things was me seeing it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure with you too as well. You know what I'm saying? You were seeing it firsthand.
Yes,
that was
sir.
your experience with it. And the internet, to the point now, is so real, it's so raw. Whatever you look at, you feel like you're there versus actually truly physically being there. And I used to at one point in time sit there and tell myself that you know, just like with the video game, you know, motherfuckers know the difference between real life and virtual reality, or something that's fake or something like that.
Do you believe that
But
shit?
I'm sorry. The correspondence that's, you know, you actually being there and seeing somebody getting shot versus somebody seeing it on the internet getting shot is the same type of pain, the same type of emotion, the same type of reaction. There's no difference. You know what I'm saying? Also with me also saying that too as well, I feel like too as well, when it comes to and I only can speak for myself, what I didn't learn at a young age and what I didn't see and what I didn't heard, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a big person. I used to be on the party line a lot. I'm sure you know what the party line was.
I love the Chicago. You have a message from don't say nothing. To accept, press 1. To snub, press 2. You have a message from Rakita. Yo.
Personal, what is it? To hit the live rooms, press 1. Private board, press 2. Board, press 3. Then you go, look, you go to the room, right? Be like, room 1, 0, 2, 0, room 3, max, room 4.
You have a private message from Rashida. You have a private message from Rashida.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I swear to God, bro.
Look, I used to be on a party line when I was in Arkansas, on the Chicago party line, chilling.
Bro, I'm gonna show you how cold I was, bro, on the party line, right? Like, I used to be on the party line, right? and it'll be like we'll be in a room, right? You know, the room's only hold like 7 to 8 motherfuckers or whatever, and we'll be in the room and shit. And you know, motherfuckers in there chit chatting shit like that, whatever I'm doing their thing, whatever the case may be. Then it'll be a motherfucker that'll come in, man, fuck all this shit. You know, blowing in the phone and shit like that for motherfuckers can't talk. Or they'll start playing music and shit. Doing all that goof ass shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, or you be in there and the roasting session just started.
Right. So motherfuckers will move around and shit, and they'll catch, you know what I'm saying, catch wind of, you know what I'm saying, what dudes sound like or whatever case may be. And now we done caught his ass in the room. He in the room for a bitch now. He trying to be all cool and collected and shit like that, whatever case may be. We done caught him in the room right here and shit. And he like, yeah, let's go to either he'll try to take him to the back rooms or whatever, or they'll jump onto his own party line, because usually trying to be a motherfucker that's coming from another state, and they'll try to jump on their party line. So we all gang up, like all the Chicago motherfuckers, we all gang up and shit like that. Like, hey, fuck this shit. You say you coming from Florida? We finna call the Florida party lines and fuck that motherfucker up. It'd be like 30 of us. We go to Florida party line. They in there talking and shit like that. We like, yeah, man, Chi-Town this bitch. You will start blowing in the room, playing music shit. We
just
playing
wrecking shop.
Kanye. We playing Twister, Do or Die, all that shit. Who's a Conflict. We playing all that shit, bro. Like, bro, I swear to God, the party line days, bro, was. Bro, I used to be on party line heavy, bro. Man, I'm embarrassed to say how long I used to be on that.
Man, why are you embarrassed? I was on that shit, man.
Man,
I was on there. I met some chicks off of that. You know what I'm saying? I was on that for real. I was on that deep.
Line was fun, bro. Like,
yeah.
That shit was fun. But the point I was trying to make real quick was that, you know, you don't know what you might expect out of, you know, because a lot of these party lines, what was it, 1 through 20? I think it was 1 through 20, right?
Man, I don't even remember, man.
I think it was like 1 through 20. It was like 1 through 20. You had 20 rooms, and each room can hold like 6 to 7 people. So you had everything from, you know, motherfuckers rapping and shit. You might go to the next room, it's empty. You'll go to the next room, motherfuckers talking about sports, basketball, football, whatever the case may be. You go to the next room, motherfuckers in there gang banging and shit like that.
Yeah.
You go to the next room, it's motherfuckers, it's some fat ass bitch in there singing and shit like that. You don't know what you might expect from any type of room.
It was fun. I even put some people on to the party line,
man. Who you?
I got so many people hooked to the party line, it was ridiculous, man.
Right. But it be the one times though, and I'm sure maybe you can speak for this too as well. It be the one times though that you be in certain rooms where y'all start talking about some deep shit.
Yeah.
And like really start talking about some shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be a liar if I say this shit. I learned a lot of shit. Not just from me listening to random motherfuckers talking. I want to make sure people understand when I say this where I'm coming from. It's not like I'm listening to random motherfuckers and I'm just running with it. No, I'm doing my own research and doing my own, you know what I'm saying, search about the shit, you know what I'm saying, make sure shit is point and factual and stuff like that. Motherfuckers will be in certain type of rooms, motherfuckers be in there for an hour, 2 hours just talking about certain type of life, type of events. You'll learn so much shit because even though you're talking to random motherfuckers, if motherfuckers click, motherfuckers just click. It's simple as that. Like, man, motherfuckers just click.
I done went to sleep on the party line talking to chicks.
Off the party line, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy.
I done stayed up to 7 in the morning talking to chicks on the party line.
Bro.
Man, all through the night. Bro. I'm just saying, all the way through the night. You know what I'm saying? Man, like I said, I done met some chicks off the party line. I used to be on that. That was all I had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that ain't shit, bro. I used to be on the party line, bro. I used to, let's just say it like this, before I get started off. I'll come home from school, I'll take my nap, cause you know what I'm saying, bro, I'm sorry, man, but I'm a night person. Like, at nighttime, I'm wide awake, but during the day, man, I get drowsy at times, bro. But I'll come home, take a nap, wake up, it'd be about 6, 7 o'clock and shit like that. I'll be on the party line all the way until, goddamn it, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I might take a little news real quick, wake back up, or I probably just said fuck it, stayed on that motherfucking shit like that. Go to school. In school, I'm still on that motherfucking shit like that. I call the motherfucker back again and shit like that. Like, bro.
Yo,
did
you used to be checking your messages all day, man, and then get pulled into a private?
That's one thing, bro. Like, if anybody ever say that they came from Chicago and they been in this motherfucker for a long ass time, especially from like the early 2000s and mid 2000s, shit like that, if they don't say that they never called or been on the party line, bro, they lying like a motherfucker, bro. All my kids, bro, they lying like a motherfucker. Everybody called that motherfucker. Everybody was on the motherfucking party line, bro. Everybody.
At one time or another, everybody was on the party line. Yeah, if you were from Chicago.
You had everybody on that motherfucker.
Especially if you was from Chicago.
D-boys, killers, drillers, you know what I'm saying, female. You had everybody on that motherfucker. For real. Everybody called them motherfucker.
You from Chicago in the suburbs. You was on the motherfucker.
Some point in they called that motherfucker, bro. You had too many numbers from Chicago alone, bro. We had like 5 numbers, bro. Like,
yeah, it was
everybody called that motherfucker, bro. For real.
Yeah. Party lines. You got a message from. Man, I swear, I used to just go in there checking messages and shit. You know what I'm saying? My real number is 773.
I was always one of those motherfuckers. I just went to the public rooms, man. I was in the public rooms with that shit, bro. I was always in the public rooms, man.
Man, I was always private, man.
Every room that you went through, even if you already passed that room, you never know what might is going on in that room the next time that you come around to that motherfucker. Like, that's the thrill that I got up here. Like, you never know what type of conversation that motherfuckers might be talking to. Like, you go through room 1. Room 1 is 0. You go to room 2, it's max. Room 3, max. Room 4, max.
Look,
room 5, 3.
I used to go to the rooms.
You go to the next room. Like, you never knew what the fuck was going on, bro.
I used to get on 3-ways with my cousins, and we would go to the rooms. But when I went on by myself, I was a man looking for girls. And I was just listening to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Connecting with them. That was it, man. Man, that's just crazy, man. You brought back so many memories with that shit, man. I'm gonna call my party line. My 30-year-old party line. I'm for real, like, that's what I'm saying. I still know my party line girlfriend, yo. You know what I'm saying? To this day, 30 years.
To this day, that boy over there sound like Delonte Wilder.
Yeah, to the day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 20, 25 years. That's crazy, right? 25 years, man. And still.
But hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let's go ahead and cut this bad boy.
Oh yeah, man. I was about to say it's 1:30.
I did not want to walk off and use the bathroom while we were still talking though. Let's go ahead and cut it off real quick. Yeah, since you done made a video out this shit, man, go ahead, man. Take out your outro real quick, man. Before I can go to the bathroom, man. I got it, man.
No outro needed, man. I'm gonna send it over to you. You gonna chop it up, man. You do your thing.
Appreciate that, bro, man. But no. Both of us, man. Put on both, man. We're gonna put on both, man.
All right,
for real, man. You got your core base, and I got my core base, bro.
Man, my core base is me and you, and but it's coming up though. Don't worry about that. But man, I gotta see how it sounds. Hopefully it sounds right. I think is my mic loud on your side, man? Do you hear me? You hear me well?
On my side is loud. Now the only thing that I'm fearing is that I got my laptop right here, and with me having my laptop right here, my mic is right here. Hopefully it's not no echo. That's the only thing I'm feeling right now.
Echo, I don't hear echo on my side. I'm just trying to make sure it recorded at a loud enough volume on my side.
Even if it didn't, if it's low, bro,
I can increase it.
Shit like that, I can bring it up.
I can increase it.
Completely not.
I be acting like I don't know how to record and shit, but I have like all this recording equipment and shit. You see all the records and shit behind me.
You a goddamn DJ.
Yeah, man. I got all these records and shit behind me. You can barely see that shit, man. But yeah, I know how to do sound shit a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. Shit, I'm glad we got it. I wish I would have got the first fucking 45 minutes that we had, because we've been on this bitch for like 2 hours. It's been since like 11.
Bro.
It's about 11:20 when we started.
The motherfucking light had came in my head like, man, you should have. Because when you was like, man, are you recording? I'm like, no, I ain't recording.
Right.
So I thought you was going to start talking some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And
I look at it like this.
I started recording when I got the double screen going. because I didn't just want to be doing me and shit. So once I, you know what I'm saying, because I'm doing all this shit on the fly because I'll never have like a video going. So you know what I'm saying, I'm doing the shit in OBS as we doing it. You know, changing scenes and shit like that.
For the most part, though, the first 45 minutes of the shit and stuff like that, we was pretty much talking about goddamn Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
What we was talking about is no different from what any other motherfucker was talking about, but at least with the shit that we got right here, though, we was talking about other shit and stuff like that. I feel like this is even better. Fuck it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. All right.
Yeah, I'll fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post it regardless, man.
And that's what's up, man.
You gonna love it or hate it, man. What you gonna do, man?
I love it.
Like that, you gonna talk about me? Come on, bro. You ain't doing shit that motherfucker ain't never did to me, man. Ain't one of these bitch ass motherfuckers out here, man, that be scared of motherfuckers. You know, say, oh my God, he's against me. I'm gonna do this and do that. And, bro, man, no, man. I would say more. I'm gonna be quiet, though.
You gonna say more? You gonna be quiet, man? Well, do your outro jump, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, say, man, yeah, man. You already know, man. It's your boy Flyguyonly, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Coming at y'all live and direct, man. With my motherfucking video, man. You already know we're rocking Bullet Corner School on the bit, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Make sure y'all rate, subscribe, comment, all that good old stuff to the page. Make sure y'all follow my boy, man. Rate, subscribe, comment to his page, man. He got so much shit going on, man. Don't make no goddamn sense, man. GeekLemonade, man.
Yes, sir.
Once again, GeekLemonade, man. Make sure y'all check him out, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Check out his YouTube. He got a Twitch. He got other shit going on too as well. Look, once you see the YouTube and Twitch and shit like that, that'll be more, you know what I'm saying, self-explanatory. But make sure y'all follow my boy too as well, man.
Right.
We done made so many videos so far and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, within the last month or so. You know what I'm saying, that's so impactful, man. Y'all can't do nothing but, you know what I'm saying, fuck with my boy and shit like that, man. But I appreciate him because I'm telling y'all, anything that I didn't say to this bad boy right here, if it wasn't for him, y'all wouldn't even be seeing this shit right now. Because I wasn't recording. I was just seeing him talk. But later on, it came to my head like, man, I should be recording. And I just asked him, because I peeped game real quick, like, he was flipping screens and shit like that, but he kind of left it. And I'm like, bro, you recording? He's like, yeah, I've been recording. I'm like, okay. All right. We see eye to eye.
We didn't get the the whole thing, but we got enough.
Yeah, we got enough.
We got enough. An hour and a half.
Like I said, like the first couple minutes that, you know what I'm saying, once the shit jump in and shit like that, the only thing that y'all missing is pretty much more in depth that we was talking about Kwame Brown and stuff like that. Y'all really ain't missing shit. Y'all caught the ass end of the part where we talking about a little bit of Kwame Brown. We talking about spirituality. We talking about how people are upbringing. We talking about kids. We talking about all this extra shit that people really need to be hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, he caught the best parts. You know what I'm saying? But peace, love, and blessings, man. Y'all already know how I'm rocking, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that gang shit and stuff like that. You don't like me fucking, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all motherfucking I'm rocking, man. You know what I'm saying? Do something about it. That's what I gotta do about it. I'm one of them niggas, man. I ain't scared to get my ass whooped. I ain't scared to get jumped. Do what you gotta do, man. It's simple as that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do faggot ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
That's cool, man. That's what's up, man. Like he said, GeekLemonade, check me out, you know? Y'all here? Y'all there? Where y'all at? You know what I mean? Just, you know, I'm the same old person, same old G. I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, my guy, you know what I'm saying, got up on the motherfucking thing and shit, helped me figure out this shit. And, man, there's gonna be more to come, man. It's my Gemini brother, man. We ain't going nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they hate us Geminis throughout the dough, man.
At the dough, man. Your birthday coming up soon, right?
This alien species, man.
When yours is about to drop, right?
You said what?
Yours about to drop, right?
Yeah, on the 14th.
On the 14th, yeah. See, the 14th, I'm on the 8th. Man, my cousin's
so
on the
yours
1st.
Was before me, then.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, bro, you know what's crazy though? Your birthday is the same day as my cousin in Memphis. His birthday is he a Gemini too as well.
Oh yeah.
That's
of course, if his birthday on my birthday.
but my cousin in Memphis though, his is June 8th.
That's what's up, man. It's a cool ass nigga already.
Y'all share the same birthday.
Yeah, man. All my June 8th birthdays, man. 6'8" running mates. We all always gonna be together.
You know what I like about June 14th, bro? I like this much about June 14th, even though it's Flag Day, but depending on what day June 14th falls on, since I got a kid, sometimes not only is my birthday, but it's Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happened since I had a kid. Since I had a son, stop saying kid, but since I had a son, I think that happened one time. I want to say it happened one time so far. where not only it was my birthday, but it was that, you know what I'm saying, that second week in June and stuff like that for Father's Day and stuff.
See,
like that.
all that means is when we get older, they gonna be cheating you out of gift. Cause it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't worry.
See, I'm gonna get two gifts. I'm gonna get that first gift.
Don't worry, cause I know how you gonna play. I've been cheating my son out of gifts.
No, I'm saying he gonna cheat you out of gifts. Cause your birthday gonna fall. They gonna cheat you out of gifts. Cause your birthday.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I've been cheating my son out of gifts. Listen, my son's birthday is day on January the 23rd and stuff like that. That's only less than a month away. I mean, less than a month from when it was Christmas.
Right.
I look at motherfuckers like this, like, all right, so look, how you want this gift to work? Like, you want it for Christmas or you want it for your birthday? Because one of these motherfuckers gonna be short.
One of them gonna be short.
Right now, you ain't let a nigga get 30 days. Couldn't even get 30 days. You know what I mean?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna have that whole week though, for that shit, for the dust to settle. So I give me another gift, like come back better. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Last
goddamn, man, you know what I'm saying?
for
Like,
my
shit,
birthday, you got
pop,
me a
man,
new
you know what I'm
sweater.
saying? You got me the Phantom. Look, let's say Father's Day is next day. You got me the Phantom on Saturday, then Father's Day is on Sunday. You didn't got me the race, man. Come on, man. Look out for your daddy,
Right.
man. Shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? For my birthday, you got me a new sweater. I put that on. Do better.
No, man. Definitely, man. We up out of here, man.
All right.
Brother, blessings to everybody.
All right,
man.
my
All
dude,
right, man. We gone, man. Straight
All right,
game, man. Double salute to the streets, man. I've been drinking too much apple juice, man, so I got a good ball here. And I definitely gotta use goddamn bathroom.